I thank the Women Enterprise Fund. I think what they are doing to empower women, kuweka pesa kwa mifuko wa kina mama, it is very important because that's where the strength of the family starts. You know, when we empower women, now we know, we work around many areas in women empowerment. We have women in leadership, trying to make women wherever you are, your voice must be heard. May it be at the church, at the Catholic, at the PTA, your voice must be heard. And your voice can only be heard when you are economically empowered, because that's where you have a voice. If you are economically empowered, you become socially empowered, and you can be able to earn a voice where decisions are concerned. His Excellency the President wants to see a united, peaceful, prosperous nation. And for that reason, he knows for that to happen, women must be empowered economically. And that's why every year, through our Honor Women Enterprise Fund, we are giving 3 billion. Is that so, CEO? 3 billion. And you can hear this year alone, Embu got close to 450 million. So in that, can you clap for Embu? And even when you get this money, Embu has been very good in repayment. Because the one thing we preach is, when you get the loan, use it for your small business, but pay so that another person can be given. The President understands women have unique abilities. And if empowered economically, they will be able to have strong families, because if the women have money, their children will eat, their children will go to school, even their spouses will also have a better home and also empowered to be able to do economic development activities and have strong families. And of course, we know good nation is built on strong families. There is no pride in having a poor family, because when families are poor, then they cannot even, they feel excluded. And when they feel excluded, anybody who comes and gives them 200 shillings, they vote for them. So we elect even wrong leaders. So this is a very important program which the President has always championed, because the President believes in strong women leaders. And that's why we have this Women Enterprise Fund, which is giving 300 billion every year, and every county has equal opportunity. If you don't apply, and that's why today we are here, so that this message, you already know it. But as County Commissioner said, you go and give to 10 other people that kama mama anataka kufanya biashara, iko mkopo ya Women Enterprise Fund with very low interest rates, which they can borrow and then do any biashara. You know, nobody asks them which one you are doing. In fact, even some pay school fees for their children. And I want to congratulate WEF, because they have even decided through those women group, you can even give an individual, because we are diverse. I might not be aligned with the group, again, nataka pesa to be able to do business. So I think, thank you very much. And I know you are developing also another product for windows, because wakina mama munajua, all of us, when women are windows, they now have a double or a triple problem. Is it not so, maendeleo wanawake? So now, kwa sababu His Excellency ametuinua mpaka tumefika pale tuko, sasa we must also think about other vulnerable groups like the windows, so that we have a product for them where they can borrow even without any interest at all. We'll find some money to back them up, so that they can be able to take care of their families and cope with life. And when they are able to take care of their families, those families will finally become useful members of the society, and their problem will end without multiplying or without having a vicious circle. Women who are empowered socioeconomically, they also don't experience serious gender-based violence. Research is telling us now that the more you are poor, the more experience in gender-based violence. Kwa sababu watu wanakuangalia tu wanaona wewe ni maskini. It is not right. But if you are economically empowered, then even you are able to have a voice, so that you can be able to find ways. You are empowered to find information that how do you know you are at a danger of experiencing gender-based violence? How do you understand the early warning? Where do you go for help? Those women who are economically empowered are able to go around the gender-based violence better than those who are completely poor and they have no information. We also know that women and the peace and the security, women and the county commissioner will tell us that they have now been brought in the mainstream, including Nyumba Kumi, so that because when there is no security, there is no peace, women and children suffer. But at the same time, women own the information. Therefore, it's very important as we are getting this economic empowerment, we are also broad in thinking. And I was going to ask the school, as we are giving the women the fund, as we are empowering them through leadership development program, I think it's also important we start listening now more. We listen to women in business, we listen to women in whatever sphere they are trying to develop themselves, then you find what are their needs. Because sometimes as government we have been blamed, maybe some of the things we are doing, they are not connecting with the people on the ground. Mmesikia hiyo vitu kwa ground in indifferent. So that the national water project, for those women who have no water at all, then they can be facilitated to have a water tank. Just, can you give a clap? We are being set back by again, early pregnancies. And we know in early pregnancies, when a girl gets pregnant, then she has to cut short her education. She has to come home, and we have found it's affecting the mothers as well, because the mothers have to take care of their daughter. Therefore, it becomes a vicious circle where the daughter got pregnant, brought the child at home, and the mother has now to support, even if she was going to be in the market, because you all know all these markets we have, the big markets, you have most of the women, most of the business person are women. But now they have to sit at home so that they can take care of their grandchild. I think, let's face it, if girls are getting pregnant when they're in school, what is the solution? And there are many solutions, but I think we have failed to confront the real problem, and sometimes we want to go around it, and now we are thinking, yes, we have a policy, they can go back to school, but it is never easy. Because when you go back to school, there is stigma. There is also the burden the baby is still at home. There is also a burden that the grandparents are also facing to feed another mouth. So I think we need a more concerted effort. It is good they can go back to school. Now that problem now with COVID, the teachers are also, are we prepared to take care of the mother, the child, and especially if they're expecting. So we are saying that is a setback in women and girls child empowerment, which we must sit down and find a solution. And solutions are not from outside. They are with us.